So yeah, I've been wanting to make this video for like a month already. I've seen so much hype around this set of Oil Pastels, so you know, FOMO. I didn't want to miss out. So I had to go and order a set. I did so in, I think it was around mid-December or so. But then it took like 3 weeks to get to my hands. And last week I was already working on the previous video, so yeah, I had to wait until now. Okay, here we go. So some packing paper. And boom, yeah, here you go. The big set of 72 colors from Mungyo. Is it Mungyo? Mungyo? I have heard all sorts of ways. I'm gonna say Mungyo. Now let's get it out of the packaging. By the way, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm a visual artist and designer, and I like talking about art supplies like watercolor, gouache, oil pastels, and also drawing, sketching, and so on. And I've been posting videos weekly for a while, and I plan to keep doing so. So if that floats your boat, yeah, please consider subscribing. Okay, too much talking already. And yeah, this is such a beautiful box. Also, yeah, I highly doubt this is real solid wood. And yeah, upon further inspection, it looks like it is a 4-layer plywood box, which is alright. You can ask for too much at this price range. So yeah, it actually looks pretty good. The construction of the box, it seems pretty solid. So yeah, let's open this thing. Yeah, nice, that's nice. So some foam packaging here. Yeah, I should really keep this around. A little booklet that I probably never read. And let's check the trays. So yeah, they're plastic trays. And even though the oil pastels are made in Korea, the box is made in China. So, okay, yeah, interesting. Okay, let's go now for the hand test. Let's try a random blue. Looks pretty great. Now a random red. That's also very good. Green. Cool. Yeah, they seem pretty consistent. Let's see this brown now. Yeah, really good as well. Awesome, yeah, they seem to be great, just as advertised everywhere else. I really want to swatch this now. And yeah, for that I'll be using once again Strathmore 400 series paper. This one is called Pastel. It also says that it is specifically designed for oil pastels and dry pastels, which, you know, that's exactly what I plan to use it for. And also part of the reason why I got specifically this block, it is because it has 4 sheets of different colors. So like a mid brown, light green, light blue, cream, bone, and white, and so on, you know. So let's do some swatching now. I already drew a grid here, so I don't waste too much of your time as always. Some people say that there is no need to swatch oil pastels, and yeah, I completely disagree. They argue that, you know, the color doesn't change too much from what you see on the stick to, you know, when it's on the paper. But I think swatching is not just about the color, it's also about the texture, the hardness or softness, the opacity, how they behave on the paper, and, you know, overall just getting to know better your new medium. In this case, I'm also testing the paper, so how the sizing feels, you know, that cover that the paper usually has, how well it accepts the oil pastels, how well they glide, and also how easy you can pull and push the pigment around. And to be honest, I'm really enjoying so much every single aspect of this paper. Although I would still like to test it more in the future, but this time with charcoal, sanguine, sepia, and, you know, the drier mediums. Now back to the Mungyo oil pastel set. Starting out, they feel really good. I just love the texture. They are creamy, but not too creamy. Now you might be asking, is there such thing as too creamy? Well, to me, yes, there is such thing. Some brands, they like to advertise as, you know, it feels like you are painting with butter. And I just cannot help but thinking that must be a real mess. And yeah, it actually is. They can get super sticky, and they end up not only on your paper, but also, you know, everywhere else. You end up contaminating the colors just by touching them, and the paper wrapper, they just end up being a mess as well. Now that is not the case here. They have just the right consistency so that you can leave a good amount of pigment on the paper, but without making them too sticky or fragile. they don't break as easily. Although, yeah, I still managed to break 2 of them. But yeah, that's on me. I was going at them a little bit like a savage. So yeah, that's my fault. By the way, they are very pigmented too. So if you want to do sort of an impasto texture, yeah, that is absolutely possible, and they will not take too much work. The hardness, again, is very consistent. In my previous set there was 2 of them. I think it was the white and cadmium green or something like that, and they were super hard. They felt scratchy on the paper and just overall not being a very pleasant experience. The rest, they were better, still harder than this, which could be okay, but that depends on your taste. For me, these are much better. In terms of opacity, most of them, yeah, they're pretty opaque, but there are some here that show more transparent, which I don't really love. But I guess in real life, when you're painting with them and you blend them with other colors, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be such a big deal. By the way, do you say draw with oil pastels or paint with oil pastels? I've been thinking about this for a while. I think I tend to think of oil pastels as if they were paint for some reason. So drawing sounds odd in my head. Other thing that I really like of this set is that it comes in a very similar layout to what I am already used to. You know, starting from yellows to reds for the warms, then blues to greens for the cool colors, and lastly a nice row of earth tones. So yeah, I really love that. Still, there are some colors that I would have rearranged, but yeah, I was a little bit too lazy for that. Now, one con that this set has, or rather the brand, is that they have no information on pigments or light fastness or, you know, anything at all. So yeah, you'll have to do your own testing, but if you mostly use them on sketchbooks and so on, you'll be alright. And okay, yeah, this is the swatch sheet. Again, the colors are super bright and pigmented, great range. If I could change something, that would probably be that I would change like half of my greens for more earth tones and neutral ones. But once again, you cannot ask for too much at this price range. And okay, yeah, let's do some real life testing now. Yeah, swatching is all nice and good, and I love it, but it doesn't really show you the whole picture. Here you can see that I started a little bit shy, I think, trying some of the lighter colors and so on, also with lighter pressure. And then later on progressed into somewhat darker shades. A challenge that I had right away is that there aren't many mid-gray tones. So the closest that I was able to find were these cool grays, which make the cat look kind of blue. But yeah, later on I tried to fix it, adding some browns to create a little bit of temperature contrast, let's say. Now, I'm also loving that they are not very crumbly at all. Some others that I have tried, they are, you know, a crumb fest, but this, yeah, they aren't. If they leave a crumble here and there, you can just go back with your finger and kind of blend them back into the paper, and you're good to go. So yeah, no big deal. And here you see me adding some warmer tones. At the end, I decided to change the blue of my jeans and the white sheets that the cat was resting on for a more terracotta color, and that was to balance out the coolness of the grays. And overall it ended up being a very primary looking painting. You know, the blues, the reds and the yellows, they are all very present all over the piece. I also feel that the creamy color of the background, that one helped a little bit. And at the end I tried to do some scratching to add a little bit of texture, and that was with the Prismacolor white pencil. But yeah, that didn't work as I expected. And I ended up running out of space on my camera, so I finished it up off camera, and here's a picture of it. Now, some final thoughts on this set. I really do understand the hype around this set. It is a very good looking set, you know, wooden box and everything. 72 very useful colors, especially if you're drawing outside, you know, the greenery, bodies of water and what have you. They feel awesome, they are nicely pigmented, they are creamy but not overly so, they have just the right consistency, so you don't make a mess of yourself. They are great, so if you're thinking of getting a set, just go ahead and buy it already. They are super worth it. And to do so, you can use my affiliate links down below at no extra cost to you. And if you liked what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing, and also checking this video recommended here. Thank you for your time and have a good one.